Meka say yesin konwa ene anopai de ye ba bedi oman no ho enkomo na ne ekoso nyina in a collective way wetimi and yet to me ato abasakom. So be part of today's discussion. This is Ghana's biggest and most highly respected political, social and current affairs talk show live here on Net2 TV. So call a friend and tell a friend to join today's discussion by joining us on our social media platforms, most especially on YouTube and Facebook. Mini edi owo ahene entry buesiakon. Enkomo bay ena eda bamasoa ye babi enkomo. The people of Ghana are expecting the new government. Now NDC aside they say you expecting say the deputy ministers I know some names be popping up no. What we are expecting them to see and say solidly na just say take amemunu ewo oman emu ti hye so say anopai de ye ba bedi enkomo na concerned group be ewo Ashanti region so a press conference. The next person that they are expecting to lead the NPP in 2028 election, what are their material motive or what is behind all the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi to be precise. So the 16 regions in the sector of our economy, they and one behesene enyoma ekoso ne dia ekoso ewo omanu. Enti hye so say many abedwafo ebedi nkomo na parliament emrahye bedwam nso bibi akoso emrahye bedwam ebekọ ho ne na eno a me no kan bibi or the book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7 na asem na me kan no eye bi akoma so eto bi akoma so eye bi de pa anopemese team na yese bia otomfo no bo ho no pan no aho hia no papa na ochirema a obo fontom from ana kwadum twene kase awa hemfie no obom kon edi nananom yi apaye awa hemfie a na won nkyirase. So this morning me no besa akosa asem no bio no busa se edi enti ena sa trosem no here say ye fa ababi edifrim. So the book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7, there's a difference between wisdom and knowledge. And no amene kan wasem nimdie and nyansa, they are not the same. You will be wa say na botai no pay mi gina hai abotai abo PhD ni nasefo akosuku ni bie pa enimdie enu akunya nti uko school a obi bia uko school no ukunya nimdie enye nyansa obi timi uko school pa but onim nyansa. So they are not the same. These two words, no, wisdom and knowledge are not the same. So I mean come you over to the American as the book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7 will say the Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. Just take a look at this. Niti de oka na ebebo amenu mi no pa eyade a enkomo a trosem no twen adwensi so no ebeboa odada dwumadi a udi ewo oman emu anase wankasa wabrabom. Now the Bible reads that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Okay, another section of the same Proverbs are also the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Nyansa mfiti ase eni nyamisuru. Sanso ni nimdie mfiti ase so eni nyamisuru. Nyankopon o nyansa bu akwa. Enti ne bon mrane se onyansa bu akwa nyame. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Okay, China, abroni ne de na mempe. O se Awurade suro ne nimdie mfiti ase. Awurade suro ene nimdie mfiti ase. Ejimifuo hunu nyansa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ bu nyansa ne nkyerɛkyerɛ animtia a Jimmy for fools. Omubu nyansa. Any in church, any mutia. So you can go to school. You can be in school. At school, them not lecturer. Actually, what year? And I'll pay me lecturer back. I just put his TV here and watch us. So I am trying to tell our viewers this morning that there are two different things here. Two different things. Wisdom and knowledge. Nyansa and nimidie are not the same. Take note of that. And to bet me ako school, ako jinimidie, na udi nyansa so account. If you have these two things, da onyankopon ase. But bakua, try to get the other one attached to it. And benika se akoko and to bedwum. Assembly wo ho a ye fra no ntoma ansa ne yaka. Se uko school konya nimidie a na unya efutuo ni mpani ni fie nyansa o kasa obanyansafo yebu ni be e kanasem. Eno nti ena asante twi ene akankasa yewo kasa kwa kasa ye kwa no. Enti anopayi mpese me de asem wi etufo na o bo bra wo hu kwan a obefa so ade abo bra. Now going forward in life in the future, it will definitely demonstrate if you are trying to apply, making applicable implementation or meaning to the words wisdom and knowledge. This is the dialogue show. Anopay, aye ukwada anopa kweku any ekuya for edano. This is what I want to share with my viewers. So, YouTube channel also drop a comment to like it, na share na what me at the ekoso ewo minimum at the ado. Me dey owo ahene entwi buesiako. Abedwafo nyina be crowd enchibia na ene nsem daba maso yetimi ede mu nsem enso ede amaw. Na Parliament House Assembly enra. Those this viral pictures and videos and you may be trendy. Aye enyoma bay and a cost na shebe. The Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapo. The Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapo, the former Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and a former Deputy Chief of Staff. Nasem na making. And no sorry omra shebe to tonensa omra shebe. What is happening in Parliament? Young Concordia was the Honorable Communications Minister, you know, the MP for Ningo Pram Pram, or her video be a parliamentar or an elder, and you can sorry. Hey, what is happening in Ghana's Parliament? 8th Parliament, 9th Parliamentar, a bayan, and to Kwana no Omoku. Sir, Parliament, me knew a buy. 8th and 9th Parliament, which is the last 4 years. Yehun to a course of Nasibidu. 9th Parliament is on to Kwesi. And to a Parliament, no, or minor mra she bedroom. Maybe I shem rama minu. To the Honorable Samuel Abujina Posoreya, or say, my good friend, Communications Minister Sam George, or your elder, I will be any no. And to do be no bam na shebe dwema. Videos be over home na shebe dwema no. Who se proceed this course. And there's this, trending video and a viral video. Course ebi mu se MPP for being a tertiary. Sana course of Parliament ho. Parliament ho. A course indeed. Remember ho. Dear friend obon some cartoons. Me kan obeti ase me nkuma anopai. Obon some cartoons. And afi honorable. Yes, what a parliament are all. But 4 MPs in Sua, Right Honorable Speaker Aban Sumana Babin Ekan Wasem say was suspended umu. I will use the word say contemptuous parliamentary and infacio parliamentary. Say we're using the powers as the Speaker of Parliament as suspend you. And your lawyer for him before we be akasakukwem and even the standing orders of Parliament. Standing orders in Ghana's Parliament is under the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So, emrapone in Shishaya Mrasebe Jafodi di Omujumano. Ye free Ghana mrapon kunini Constitution emu eno wode bobra o Mrasebe Jum. Na so ni nyina emu no. Emrasebe Jafo Eshemra Ebwa Minumienu ana Ebwa Ghana na. Anopai asembisa no eye simple. Emrahye bedwafie a ye hyemra no. Osa sa nyoma bi sa ekoso ana. Ebedi sa nkomo no nyina. Ti parliamentary proceedings this year ye monitor the ekoso emrahye bedwam. Bia de beto form e wo bia no. Ye be drop it on this great platform. The dialogue you made so na also etime hu de ekoso. Now the concern NPP members in the Ashanti region, Medikaka. Almost a Kugo Potoa MPPD in the year 2024 election. They believe that in the political history of MPP, and since the Fourth Republic of a Democratic Dispensation, the MPP defeat with the Anuodene in Kugo Poto Femfnam na party. So they are of the view that coming into another crucial election, which is going to be the year 2028. Because Ghanaians have come to realize that 8 years beyond Abaybiedi. But the good news is that His Excellency, the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, or 4-year mandate, or 4 years where we are, on Kobio. So the NDC will present a new candidate, which is going to be, or likely to be, Johnson Esedun Ketia, or Julius Debra, we na you muti. Enti ebeye hu papa. Ebeye hu ewo NDC mu. Because you receive Dunketia ni bu afu. Say even nko fo bi call president mu. His Excellency the President amo position. Na yenso ya tete dada allegedly say onya presidential or sa presidential ambition no say obedi the National Democratic Congress nim NDC nim. Ebeye hu okruma NPP for ewa kuku dam ye man pani ote akonya so wokoi wasaba ababio His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ababio wakwa babio ofiri ho afa na NDC focus searching for candidate. NPP for they have the distinguished personalities in the party. Any of them is likely to be the presidential candidate. Here is the case. The concerned members of the MPP are of the view, say, defeat now MPP come 2024, no, at time. So they believe that there should be a new candidate, new face. Belgium for MPP branch, Belgium secretary, and also dropping the same story. Rankin, Yera Odru, also dropping the same story. Say they believe, say, I was say in new candidate, new faces. A war, a year NPP, Amemuno. Going forward, no, we'll be speaking to such people on this platform this morning. Now, yeah, who consensus and the omupese omo actually ankasa. It's time, say, yeah, the sports tidbit. Yedi aguye munsam yedi bebrɛw na yahwɛ nsɛm ahodo a yɛabɔbɔ ano ɛwɔ the world of sports. Nana Kofi Amponsa osi ahene why ready ɔde aguye munsam ɛbrɛ aftermath of say the demise of Nana Poli ɛnura what has transpired whereby the Inspector General of Police engaging the football fraternity in Ashanti Regional Capital, the Ashanti Kotoko, leadership, the management of the team, And I mean, ensuring them that whatever that they need to do to investigate that matter to the latter, they assure the people of Kumasi and the family, the wife of Nana Pole. So here's the case. So it's time for sports. Kofi Amponsa Usiahene Aikrado. Yedi agudi munsem ebreo. Oh, Nana Kofi Amponsa Usiahene, are you ready? Minu am watching Kofi.
Yemi na pombo ko de.
Boko ahode ho, ahode abai de ya sorry a. Ijina ha de. Unya hu se jina na se nyame aye ne
Of course.
Kofi nyame aye bio.
Oh yes. Sa adechiwa e so de rade ase. Webra me Kofi de me de mani hu wo kwan so no. Upie fifie ekodu fie a e so de rade ase.
De odi wani hu wo kwan so.
Yes.
Upie fifie na sa hu fie a so de
rade ase.
You should be thankful and grateful to God.
Yes.
Because ono nyame na ehunu mo bo.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
Yes, so Enra, the Inspector General of Police himself, Etutu Nanamon Eko Kumasi, Eko Nanapole the late, Ebusian Fie, Eko Ma Ebusiafono Yako, Kochichom Re, Emam Shedden, Esa Shio, the football fraternity na ye Asante Kotoko, team no leaders no, Emam Asharan say, the Esino, Obetuanamo, Intino, Asama. I should be say who turn on ko hey games sir. The security services no is willing and ready say or making sure say be a safety guaranteed. I think say anamonto na otu no ye mo na baso say odi kan the phone frame maame no and then the wife then also adeche no wasan etutu na mo no aka say in person any ade a IGP ye was say na ye bo na baso.
All right. I think I was watching a video via Arsenal for Stadium. Security fund will scan you.
Yes.
Scan na ansana waiting a room. So looking at the IGP candidate, we are expecting hoping say you be a tight security.
Of course.
And I'm a football no a DJ.
Yes.
Tini kwanse bibi sounds ready. Eba. Kofi ready eko na fasuma team.
Right. Yema obi achima akaba emra na 2TV the dialogue. So ebra say no share the ekoso ewo world of sports. Enti menra yesha say Kotoko after Sunday events no almost on daily basis be no my updates. The team no epeso mo ye and the epeso mu hu. Enti on your screen now here Asante Kotoko statement and ra almost the buy after the one statement on the buy no. The statement person China say omo actual of you all football related activities mu until say and I'm to the police service take this one so I'm making 3 arrests. Those arrests no more expect to say on me 2 one more AC arrest wo na asotwe mu oduru pa om de ma da sa subenedi ewo ensoatre until that is what this statement is talking about. And almost saying as of say omo nwe ne omo astima omo ache organ ha because Kotoko has eye bibia ya na etwe all the teams along. The some person be bibi o me here the support from Hasafok until all that no capture this particular statement. So that is a Kobia Asante Kotoko for you say Enra IGP ko no obviously this statement about to Eja. Now this is Kubi Mapem for you. Now this is the IGP himself Enra na one simni nyina no eko Kumasi eko abusiafie to say IGP o be hu the legend of our game ko si apia former coach Emma the Blasters team no together with Adam Painful War Asante Kotoko Sim Nenra omutu no do weni ekoye Kumasi ebusiafie ekoma ebusiafo nyina yako chichom rese de esi no omina ho di ya na intensi sa IGP ya de no fon be frɛ oyire ahye ne nkran wan tran kran ono atu na amonamo in person akwa ebusiafie a wo se ebo IGP abaso ba say na Emma obi assurance say me kwana BBC kra na the police service no interest in our life, which is very, very good. In Tiamo IGP Abaso said no o2 sana no call here ebusia fie making sure say on ebusia for no ebidi is our soccer cra. That is the IGP for you. This is Ghana's Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufo-Addo. This is James Kosiapia. It's more IGP Abaso say and ra. We see a phone binana or no more interactive now or some race say. There too na Napoleon. No munina di wo ya se bibisa abanti ye more IGP Abaso say science we and also etumi akoso de ma asante kotoko team no. Na so from IGP no, let's talk about Kofi Adams. Kofi Adams minister yaboni din say o mehwe ye sports sector na so. That is Kofi Adams for you. Wako vetting appointed committee no there was something for BMO. Now the issue say mampeni agya to me say yes sports no or more senesa. That is Kofi Adams for you. Confirmed Minister for Youth and Sports. Inti yebe wishing all the best say wabi nema be diama Kofi Adams say anamuntu isile ni so no ebe boa na ya go no and also etuma koso. Okay, let's talk about King Pfizer team no. Na enra na koba say head coach Prince Agyapong so ada benkum so. Sad news. Say lusu Prince Agyapong aka Sabuto, the tactical Sabuto. International another shocking news about just say very very well say
team no.
King Pfizer.
Oh.
Make appointment this year in January. And I'm appointing and say
February. Large
Goose team, King Pfizer.
Oh.
Head coach Prince Agyapong. Former Kotoko Asan coach. And just say well Lusu the life harding.
This is very sad.
Very, very sad news. Very sad news. That is King Pfizer for you. Now let's talk about the Akoswo a football kakra. It's say your Black Queen team no almost so bo almost say enche be AFCON. Na team no ko friendly match against Morocco national team no. That is man no almost bo adwuma pa enti ye mo man no so so mo kono enema be koyi de amom na ya hwese the way expect no obitu abomode. Now let's talk about European transfer. So you have Felix, a former Chelsea player, and they were joining AC Milan team no on a loan for this season. And that is you have Felix for you. What joining a team AC Milan. This is Marcus Rashford, former United player, also Kobo loan. Aston Villa. That is
that's for the free Man U.
If you United, but I guess after the end of this season.
I think say dream to go to the Spanish league.
Yes. That class may show interest in him like Barcelona na yet to say at but I think say I go through into what journey Aston Villa.
On free hawker class and it's mine day.
Yes. That is say Marcus Rashford for you. So what journey Aston Villa attack no. 2 years ago and Marco Asensio as a journey team no. They said the attack very, 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 very sharp. It will go see how my also prepare say yes, these are team attack very, very sharp. So this is how our team normal line for that upfront. Right. This is Pep Guardiola. This season, year top players no. Players are massive to China was almost about £180 million. And we just almost spending more than all the scar Premier League clubs in the year recruitment transfer window the scar no almost spending 177, but Man City alone spending £180 million. It's a say be changes now, but no a bit to one and team to me name. Okay, so this is Ericsson of United was born a game number 300 the EP in the moon. So that is Ericsson for you. I've made 300 appearances in the EPO. It does that now. This is a legendary CR7 Ronaldo birthday when you 40 good years. na CR7 born a year February 5th 1985 it is CR7 ne when you 40 years na world over be a one about to say the legendary CR7 wabuju o apache say obi a one about so here ball pa ye di eti shegu obi hu no ho ye di a chest e mat na kasa this CR7 for you ye di a nine just say the parts of the body be a making sure say obogema ya na activated. That is the reason why we are seeing be a CR7 at 70 a legendary now would I just say what will be a CR7 about to say the way in football no a idea was so be a to machine about a year the legend a CR7 no you want about to say one ma will be a kind of say or boy you pa now Madrid team no I decided say I was some celebrity legend. This is a Unauthorized for you. Unauthorized so a bo CR7 about to say, and then I would know almost celebrity no. In Portugal national team, we're making almost about 5, 6 national team appearances. That is CR7 for you. Say national team no, or yeah active with the national team. It's more CR7 so about to say. Bibisa ekoso edemano I just say obia bona about to say why are there sans nipa ya there ya na asayi right that is CR7 for you. Now this is what is happening now. About 438 matches and I was say 451 goals at Real Madrid alone and I'm making 131 assists in Madrid sets about 438 matches and I'll say 451 goals and I'll say
this is historic.
Yes,
438 matches.
Yes,
with 451 goals. The goals now exceed matches.
Of course,
wonderful.
Of course, that is why
it's a great achievement.
Of course, we are born the legendary CR7 Abaso, and this is his mom. I'm finding near grow cry. Just say when he be beer, say
match beer ne banebebo. I will be Portugal, but maybe I'm
yes. No, Kata. Now I me win in person.
Wonderful.
No, Kata. And you know, I didn't say, be a say, yeah, I will not say, I don't know, say, I didn't pay what tie match now that so we are dear pa. Sure. It's a more
recaption of crowd. I love my mom. Going back, I love my mother. She's my life. That's great.
Oh, of course. It's a more mommy about to produce a legend.
I did about come the pair a brand to
yes.
Me permessi asem.
Okay.
Epe Ronaldo asem. Ade me de pen asem pa. And he say, wabo teams.
Yes.
As compared to Messi.
Yes, of course.
So what I say?
Of course.
Wabo Chelsea, wabo Man United, wabo Real Madrid, wabo other teams.
Yes.
Are to where he is now. Messi, the life now was achieved in Barcelona.
They say if you call a year. Yes.
US kakra.
But only part the Sporting CP.
Oh.
Abo United, Abo Madrid, and now called Juventus.
Yeah.
Then also now no Energy. I was
40 years.
Oh yeah, 40 years. And now 40 years.
But Ghana 4 players in 34.
No more correct. Now, La Liga for you. La Liga just say he was a legend of making sure La Liga no be akono. It's a legend we didn't award almost to me and for the us. Into almost so I was see the legendary happy birthday. Now interestingly, one day I was say happy birthday Cristiano Ronaldo nom GOAT account.
Wonderful.
Greatest of all time. For La Liga. As it like be a Ghana Football Association. Maybe a why he didn't award. Now you do picture to page, official Facebook page. No matter GOAT account, it speaks volumes.
A lot.
What you are saying.
Papa.
You're more about to say almost what you say the legendary Jumanti. This is Vinicius Jr. And also a call on the ex-son and what you say, addicted to breaking records. Until on the day now, I was sitting what I know. The also the man say, he's one player, say he has 30 records. He making me once a day, CR7, and number 1.
Okay.
That is a Vinicius Jr. for you. This is CR7 now, or enjoy. This is a Champions game. Fantastic. Yes.
Some of the posts or La Liga page in the studio.
Okay.
I did about come person Ghana for Africa issue.
Yes.
Just brief. Happy birthday, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
Normally good. On the Africans, birthday like you bet trotises.
Yes.
But this is very brief. It speaks a lot.
Of course.
And it's a symbol nowadays at all.
Yes.
And we should learn something from that.
Of course.
Yeah, very necessary.
Of course. So that's
very necessary.
La Liga for you. I'm also about the legendary Abasu say Odina Woda. And let's talk about this. CR7 alone on Facebook, over 171 million followers. So we said the NTR, a lot of brands are associating themselves with CR7 now. This is one of the reasons.
On no
Facebook alone, or not as a person.
The followers in
The followers in 171 million followers on Facebook. And where we call like a Messia, over 117 million followers.
The difference.
That day we get settle that debate between CR7
and Messi.
We are clear.
Yes.
Because a brand new person turn that year, Obi wo 171 million. Obi wo 117. Difference no.
So.
And CR7 alone, Madrid now more pen. Our followers, 127 million followers. Yeah, Madrid on Facebook, 127. CR7 there no. So.
Madrid club, Real Madrid,
yes.
As individual.
Yes.
Wonderful. This is a great lifetime achievement.
Of course. Them Barcelona 117 million followers.
Essential
Barcelona team. That is the reason why CR7 remains the greatest of all time.
Fantastic.
Agyapong will be able to argue the battle. The figures. We are records, so these are records. Records in the intro.
Yeah.
That is the legend CR7 for you. You know. And I paid ye, you'd be see ya. But Saturday, be you be show a email. I was here quite tinting Pumpakra, what I say. Nay, I was see the money idea, what I say now. I was here mingle with others. It is Saturday, be dear. Ye show a email, a very important. We show him some about. Now, be very friend. Penny, over to you.
That is posted bit from Kofi Amponsan Osiahene, where they agudi munsem about once again happy birthday to the legendary, greatest of all time, the GOAT of world football, Cristiano Ronaldo. Say when you're 40 years today, 40 years, but still playing active football, or Al Nassr and was Saudi Arabia, and also what they are between the Amaye. Medini or Hene. And she buisiako and she be a dear coso, the bon catano, their air coso, you be calling name na other matters on board, no, you have said in your matter. But you have Parliament, evangelist, or Daruma, you perceive. Speaker of Parliament, as suspended in Part 9, 4 MPs. The two leadership, the minority and the majority whips. The Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafiemekpo of the NDC. And afe Honorable Frank Ano Dompre or suspend you and ode the Honorable Jerry Ahmed Wejagbawi or the account or the back account mu year 4. The reason was the appointment committee nanon to kwa esi wo hono and namso ema we nyina bai and to kwesi ho na looking at na hwe enyoma ekoso ewo omaiga mu na emrahye bedwam ene sene ye parliament ne appointment committee etie na fe uhwe sene enyoma ekoso omaimu a epese tro na ti Ghana for adwen nkire esisu se Parliament appointment committee no enye ba akofo ena ewoso. Now what transpired that dey na kofa sa ne wanyina na mo agree say mo be vet nipa 3 eno ena afi mo di ba ko be kan na ye 4 ena mo sa di ba ko be kan ho na ye 5 ekowi eche 11 pm mo sa di nipa be 2 e be kan ena minority ne resist omuma kwan ene kofa sa ntokwa wonyina e bai e ma speaker when tie afendu no obi asem when tie obi asem ofiti ya o se ma suspend ma twema sign ma suspend you mo afide enro a no ase masa reinstate. We are asking the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Babe, say ejuma oye no oye in the interest of this country. And this is the dialogue show. It's time for entertainment news. In your band, Wala Asante, why ready? Or the Enije Kasie Ebrei, near Enije Sema, Wabo Boninano. Na yetimi atwaso. From there, we take the newspaper review. Na yako. And an interview, Sophia, Ibedi Nkomo, concerned members of the MPP in Ashanti Regional Press Conference. Ibedi San Komono, na Yahweh, Ira Sam Georgia, Yesu Wako help on some cartoon. Ewo, Mrasibidum. Na ehun sem bibre yebeka at the amount. Stay tuned for entertainment news. Enije Kasie na braso se inuaba no Wala Sante ede ebesom timi mana kwaba na de wabobo ano ewo Ghana ne amanone ne miamia hodo ene Wednesday bosomi ayom ne da toso enum nti nsema wabobo ano ewo mfimpinu ni aduonu enum no onfa emeda no wala na won to say man for say me man katwi ni kaka na wi ode bro for na to aso.
Okay, no problem.
Say bibia fine.
Yes, nyamia.
Ahoden wo ho.
Ahoden wo ho. Nyaminti.
Well, me did say entertainment industry no there uguso a follow ade chi ade say there udi achiri sa ehwede ekoso.
Yes.
Well, and na ukuada there na wo magana for.
And the story is kakrebi I say you nkofo ni bebre ya there ewo amanone, so you talk about that a little bit and then we move on forward.
All right. So take us through the entertainment news.
All right, thank you very much, Owahini. A beautiful morning and welcome to entertainment segment on the dialogue. You know how we do it every morning. We give you a little bit of health, we give you motivation, we give you sports, and we bring you entertainment as well as political talk. Now, coming up this morning in my stories, Ghana boys were at the Grammys. I'm going to show you the number of Ghanaians that were at the Grammys just on Sunday. Also, the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game, Kai Senat versus Kabilem. The roster is finally out, and our very own Ghanaian American Vic Mensa has revealed the name of his son in the new track titled I Wanna Be Ready. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back shortly with the details. It was a beautiful day and a celebration of music for especially Africans as we celebrated music and within all walks of life. Now, Ghanaian boys were at the Grammys on Sunday. It was beautiful to see. We had Kim Promise at the Grammys being interviewed by Kai Senat. If you know Kai Senat, he's one of the biggest right now in America and worldwide. Also, we had our very own Rocky Dawuni at the Grammys. You know, Rocky has been nominated several times, and he has some awards. He has a Grammy also. So big ups to the Ghana boys who were there. And as you know, Guilty Bees produced Thames Love Me Jeje, and that also won an award. It was won an award for the African Best Performance Act. It was beautiful to see out there, to see all of our Africans, our brothers, making it big. Now, I love Kim Promise so much. For a very long time, he was overlooked even by our very own people, but this is a point where he is flying high. I mean, I'm really hoping that he can come up with more projects that can definitely take him to the Grammys. Now, let's take a quick look at the interview with Kai Senat.
Michael Jordan! Good to see you, man. Hey. I'm going to hit you something. You shot, man. Nah, this is a good thing. Thank you very much. Michael Jordan! Good to see you, man. Hey. I'm going to hit you something. You shot, man. Nah, this is a good thing. Thank you very much. Michael Jordan!
Senat on the red carpet. Now, his fit was also very nice, I have to admit. Rocky Dawuni was there with Vybz Kartel. I mean, I want to say that Vybz Kartel is already Ghanaian. Vybz Kartel, since Jamaicans have their roots in Ghana, especially the Ashanti region, I'm tempted to say that Vybz Kartel is Ghanaian as well. So we accept Vybz Kartel as Ghanaian, and there he is with Rocky Dawuni. It was a beautiful moment, celebrating music from all walks of life. So kudos to our brothers out there killing it. I hope that very soon they will release more projects that will take us very far and beyond. The Raffles NBA All-Star Celebrity Game has been a key part of the All-Star Weekend for years. And on Tuesday, February 4th, that was yesterday, the NBA announced the rosters and coaches for the 2025 event set to take place on Valentine's Day, February 14th in the Bay. Now, coaching on the sidelines at the Oakland Arena will be rapper 2 Chainz. I mean, you know 2 Chainz, right? Yeah, 2 Chainz will be coaching with San Francisco Giants home run legend Barry Bonds and San Francisco 49ers icon Jerry Rice. Now, this year's lineup includes a mix of athletes. We have athletes in there. We have entertainers, artists such as Shabuzi. Yes, you know Shabuzi. Shabuzi will be there. Noah Kahan, Mickey Guyton, NFL great Tyrell Owens. Comedian Drewski will be there as well as streamer and Billboard cover star Kai Senat. You saw Kai Senat with Kim Promise earlier, so Kai Senat will also be there. And former NBA player Baron Davis, basketball trainer Chris Brinkley, WWE star Bailey actor Rum Flynn, former Golden State Warrior Matt Barnes, and WNBA players Alicia Gray and Kayla Taunton, among several others. In recent years, the NFL players have dominated the MVP race, with Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons scoring 37 points to win in 2024, and Seattle Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf earning MVP honors in 2023 with a 2010 double. Now, comedian Kevin Hart, we all know Kevin Hart, one of the biggest comedians of all time. I mean, besides Cat Williams, Kevin Hart is one of the most funniest people on earth, if not in America only. Now, he also holds the record for the most celebrity game MVP awards, winning 4 consecutive times. So let's see if he's not in this run, but let's see who is going to win the MVP award this time. Now, beyond the game, Kahan will also take the stage as part of the 2025 All-Star Weekend Concert Series alongside the Chainsmokers. Now, if you heard the Chainsmokers, they are one of my favorite bands. They have some very good music. We have Florida, Zed, and Nav. Last year's halftime show featured Jennifer Hudson, the woman who can scream her lungs out, and fans can catch all the action on ESPN with tip-off set for 7 p.m. ET and on February 14th. So after the Valentine's Day, if you want to rewind, if you want to just relax, have some fun, you can grab your chips, grab Coca-Cola, grab something, and then sit back and watch the celebrity games on ESPN. Now, last but not least, our very own Ghanaian American rapper Vic Mensa and his longtime girlfriend recently welcomed their son, and you will not believe the name that he has given him. Now, his name is Mansa Musa Mensah. He said he chose to keep his birth private until now. The 31-year-old artist introduced his 8-month-old son in the music video for his latest single, I Wanna Be Ready. Now, Mensah explained that he wanted to protect his family's peace during the pregnancy and infancy before sharing the news. The couple named their son after Mansa Musa, the 13th century emperor of Mali, in honor of their African heritage. Now, this is one in a million. I've never heard anybody name their son after Mansa Musa. This is the first that I'm hearing of. I mean, if there are others, I think it is not out there in public, but this is the first. So the rapper also emphasized the importance of recognizing African history and said his son already has the nickname Triple M. Now, I love this so much. So you can simply call him MMM, or you can call him Triple M or Trip. Yeah, and he's going to respond. It's amazing that a child who is literally just 8 months old has a nickname. I don't have a nickname. But if you have a nickname, I mean, nicknames are cool. It's really simplifies everything. Now, Mensah also wanted to present his son's birth in an artistic way, directing and starring in the music video as a creative introduction. He also shared that Mansa Musa is naturally drawn to music and plans to nurture his creativity. Becoming a father has profoundly changed Mensah's perspective, and he credits his sobriety. Now, over 3 years, he's been sober over 3 years, for helping him be a better parent. In addition to fatherhood, Mensah is wrapping up his 3rd studio album, which he has been working on for over a year and a half. So we can wait to have Vic Mensah's 3rd studio album out there. When it comes out, I'm definitely going to be the first to announce to you. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This has been Entertainment Segment on The Dialogue. My name is Noella Santu, live from Net2 Television at Medina Zongo Junction. I'll be back tomorrow with more news. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The Dialogue is still in session. I'm going to hand over back to Owahini in Chibuesiako.
Right, yabeda enu aban wala santi asese wade energy kase koso o my Ghana mu ene miami ahodo nya oboni na tofa ede amaye on Net2 TV the dialogue jumadi so na otienka anopai ede free bosome mienu ewumne da etoso enum o mfimpi mienu ne eduno enu mididi owo ahene entwi buesia ko so be part of today's discussion our YouTube channel no so na drop a comment fato ho na emrase bedwam makacho se enwa the Honorable Sam George what they better on Facebook wall say in Komobia cause of Parliament they fake, but MPs no say no correct. Or no say fake, MPs no say no correct. Into who is speaking the fact? MPs who say onwa wo mrashe bedwam. Onwa kasa e wo mrashe bedwam wo hwe obonsam cartoon. Obonsam cartoon na make no. Pornographic movies. Almost hey, I saw a penny elder. And out of Parliament, and now where's our movie we all Parliament was it a fake? And now the Honorable former Lands and Natural Resources Minister, Abu Jinapo, sorry, we're there from Parliament to we don't just speak. Until memo tape in connection with that assembly. Now, here was Sam George, way back Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo amemu on the Human Sexual Right and Family Values Bill. Lesbianism, gayism, homosexualism, or jijinemu pa. Didn't I didn't debatable in the country, no. Or jijinemu gidi say, hey, mampani ni MPP aban, MPC sa gay mrano, yebe sign, eba ne say na, ene di yesu wakohe sa tape. Wakohe tape. Wakohe movie or Parliament. When a capture no, when a trust a picture about it. But that was say fake. MPs now say no fake. You know that if you are, and you maybe I will hear you. Hey, Ghana baby I don't know. When you, if you not share with them one AP, if you Ghana not share with them one an AP. Na yebeka wasem. Yeba na yede de bonka temu nkomo abrɛw. Teacher Kwaku Antwibu Esiako. Why crado? Na yede the bonka tem stories making up the headline. You know about Sabato. Dear Dimina many teacher entry so yakon nsɛm ankasa ɛwofia. Tima yemfa the bonka tem ma teacher Kwaba. Na chese openi kese emana Kwaba obra obey. Chese me nana no sene be ya enyo betimi akoso Kwagu
Kofi
ema wache
ye nua
bibia fine
ehu adom na answer
hode o usi to no nye bad
okay
enye bad ni pare hwe size pa
na ayi okukodi 1 week ni ade ba ye bi ni ho akaka se o me to ba kokra komo urman
yen me de ne mrantie de
se kan kokra de
so that be on se mrantie de no batim ne ye 1 but o batim ne se fa kire mu o batim ne ye se
me fanchira
fa kire
se won't me push me body
so yenua Kwaku Antwibu Esiako waye crado yeba na yahwe do bonkrata no de ewomu na yetimi ede amawo sene enioma etie ti kan ho na Sabato behwe other stories no all my headlines no say yenso yako deeper into that na de ho amane edema Kwaku komo be ne okrom before
that one we say enra a parliament na Honorable Dominic Nitiu
former defense minister
okay or started so kasana or say ho aso mo afom aban sa say from 2014 2015 2016 enza hemachi anajo em say me dey send
me saka me anso no me hwe bi
so
me ankasa me hwe
who say edu ba bi a all my facts no aka kire oral chairman no o say oral no di gina emra so na se betumi aye adwuma o ka kire oral chairman no oye honorable Okujeto Ablakwa say so mu gina mra kwan so de tisa abadwaku no de a o cheche mo miaye a onko no nko bisa o mo say sansa se e wo hai e hemfo na yo mo de a majority no who say na nsem o keka no ayese so for abro be no afi ni microphone
no mo
no mu dundum no
when they control mrasebedwe microphone because enye honko anu abugina pon so mo di bi ye no o ka se be bi mo pose no mic no na afi o ka sa ye empty wo wo de be ba ho yenko enuaba aye Sabata ho na ombo headlines no so am I Sabata let's say
pacho me ho ye na so
be fine spectacle no nya bad. You are looking so gorgeous.
Thank you.
See, you better Senator. So, why headlines na yenko nsemu ankasa?
Okay. Daily Graphic and upper headlines are ordered by 155 Contest Council of State slots Tuesday. Development Bank Ghana welcomes Dr. Randolph Nso Ambala as CEO. Education Ministry denies story, but graphic stands by reports. Prostate, liver cancers among leading causes of death in Ghana. Daily Graphic there or the bar and
all right. Okay. So that's a story I know about.
Kofi
Daily Graphic, you know, or more cancer be.
Member, I don't know. Maybe na make a daily graphic enra so he enra paper na nimu a. Menim say enra omo betimi de atoso amaya. Or say Education Ministry denies story, but graphic stands by report. One said enra daily graphic enimu ho no. And I'm the teacher for the good. Teacher training allowance no. Enti o hwe omo caption omo de buy na menim say we no baako ebi a ewumu a. Enti one of the papers no or the enra caption no ebaye eno asan ede ne omo e ka no asem mo kan nyina ne say Education Ministry na asem mo kan ne say asem na daily graphic be to front page enra no enye no kore na daily graphic enso kire say wo mo so gina asem na mo kan no say aye minister no
ono ane kan
well
yeah, ne de beba ho that teacher training allowance the whole subject matter of and the stories are in about on daily graphic
155 contest council of state
council of state now I didn't say 16 regions and more contest
now then Ghana a year beto be president no senka paper na ekitu any person na was no mo yes ye ko
yetintintinte me ko to about yet say with them hey and dey wa pa
ane enze say no say region bia no e bia na some the breakdown no eba ye be hu 16 regions no ye be hu enipa dodo a contest wo every region na ye de abu encounter no enti omo mo encounter no bi huta ha no onye man say 155 me ba cho monye sa calculation am I 155 go fufu no ben 155 divided by 16 now you say averagely and a contest or region bia
okay
so because 155
almost 9
not just averagely meaning said regions no be or numbers no be kosro there but say wo sha averagely
nipa
9 a contest say all the 16 regions we are using the average number no and then not just say region BA mu no enipa nkono na omu baako epeso be council of states member na council of states minim me kai say omampani akufo-addo penso ne first term no anka council of states membership no nanka it doesn't look so partisan there but me kai omampani dada akufo-addo penso no me kai say minimum stand NDC member no a council of states member okay say sabre no and a council of states for a be a meeting be na information leaky aba abonten o de ye humachiri ho na
say you crowd the late papa and tin white ET mensa so crowd baby yeah our company akufo-addo member so well you heard last story on that prostate story now can
also prostate liver cancer among leading causes of death in Ghana.
Dangerous.
Separate with the mema. They say a man
say o ben ho. One when 40 ko 50 no. Enti start it. Ben check it. Do can here o me nu ho kra. Ba brantie bebu moja mo no.
Na prostate no woni ba bi a sha safe.
Connect stories.
Impactor Dr. Victor Anada nkwa wadawruma me the brantie.
Next story so
next paper.
Okay, next paper.
Ghanaian Times, so they are at the bar no pay. Tripartite city begins 2025 salary negotiations. Government urges partners to work expeditiously. Government reviews good for oil policy to promote transparency. Energy Minister. Speaker lifts suspension on 4 MPs. Presbyterian Church eulogizes JB Dankwa. Ghanaian Times, they are at the bar no pay. So I don't know.
Okay. Also, tripartite committee begins 2025 salary negotiations. Government urges partners to work expeditiously. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yo. Aketuya ho asem ene e ka ne hey. Yes, sir. Enti omo koye negotiations afa
omaketuya
ehho.
Makasa Assembly, but the Honorable MP for New Jabin South, confirming. He's the second person I confirming.
Say
MP Saketria 15,000. Obia wa MP. Waketria 15,000 Ghana cedis, 150 million. Bosomi. You better tell taxes. You better count physical 11,000.
Okay.
Nti you bet 4,000 a film. We near you mutu
car loans near the union.
And also different.
Okay.
So you best 5,000. We grant meeting 5,000 depending on car work.
Okay.
And also the young Nti MPB a okrom ya
media bubuya.
MPB a okrom ha bia and 15,000.
Bosome.
Bosome.
We know be.
Yes.
We need attend ye be.
Nti ebusa say the $15,000 and 15,000 Ghana cedis no they are not the same. How come the honorable Samuel Okuja to Blakwa it mean $15,000 it ya daika ema.
Sabre no kra no enya MPU.
There be
bre no high dan no. $15,000 no. So no ye adwuma photocopy shop and say front and back.
Why bebre.
Sir. Aha na nsam no wo. When na say we mu as a minority no as original. When some me no o ma approve no MPP force minority so ma horo mo.
Yeah, why you must from
God. Enti asam no. When it is coming, it is doing.
Almost salary ho asem. Almost that tripartite committee no na omakum. Also market you ansem the master started ba. Adwumayfo aketu anso mo hwe. Kofi story be na sa obi o.
Speaker lifts suspension of 4 MPs.
Ebeka sa asem no. Speaker is here wafum kwan.
Na Kofi papers no be ba could be the headline be buy. Na
I think say bedru ho. O de bedru ho no.
Okay. Okay.
Yemfa no sa asem nto.
Okay.
Obo headlines so we will deal in that we will deal with that story.
Okay.
Speaker de na the we.
Mate.
And yemfa the next
paper. Okay.
The Chronicle Anopa so the other by Afenyo marking rights to Mahama stop Bog Boss from working, but Felix Kwachi Ofosu shoots down request. Bagman gives Difiamakpo, Dompre and others a reprieve, but and also the Waha. Kwehune has not been lawfully destood, court told. Presby Church pays glowing tribute to JB Dankwa. The Chronicle the other bar and and so no.
Well, sa kwawu asembodi enka yene amase be kan himfo za wonko montoka muntutu omu ho akonya so yemfa wo ho kra but on that it connect story so na e
ba Kofi am say the Chronicle
or the story be ba o there you know da fiam akomo na
top Bank of Ghana boss from working, but Felix Kwachi Ofosu shoots down request.
Also no make asem no and say me more clerical nti e hu se me sofo eno me umi na de gina ha okada o ye elder and e catch say Dr. Johnson Siama yeso onkoye amrado
yes
enfama oman sika krabia bata Bank of Ghana efini kikawa we dey wono ho
yes
and a state ni say onye interested in omu case nti omu son we Germanaka e Germanica de chia na man appointment nti the honorable Afenyo marking e ka say ye yini mfiri wa odika
papa bi na Brazil ye ko World Cup no kube ye ko to na $100
$150
okay sir
papa the honorable Elvis Afriya Angra
ye kan say onye we okosun ye no sabre hwana na president
Otesu ya mampani
ofiri wa na he no de no call
ani ko Jubilee House
enti onye hu say court for obi hu na yade ya ye twam a na ama no position anya sa na ti akofo de ka
eno a owie we dey be saba o enti yen ko the next the democrat na here
okay
the new crusading guide ya or the bar no price so Ghana Stock Exchange banishes worldwide securities over breaches. Mahama said to scrap teacher and nursing training allowances again. KNUST develops solar technologies to decarbonize institutional cooking. Nuhu Nkrumah Dauda tipped for Ghana Gas CEO. Others root for him to go to Sankofa mines. 32 Zongo coordinators endorsed Mohammed Ibrahim for DCE. Retraction and apology to Tanko Kwamiga. The new crusading guide, Diodeba Anopaini.
All right.
Okay.
I think say teacher training.
Kofi anya story we na back and forth ye betwam ye ntwam ye betwam ye na de no mo betimi aye mo be ya mo nka ne play enye play fa mo nka no obi ehunu na aye so da bi graphic had it wrong we da bi sika mo ye nim se sasika mo mpese mo betua amade suafo no enti ka mo kana mo de ye campaign ti enkofo nso akoyi videos bi ne enema videos and in some of my penny a kind of brand opposite. Oh, Montomayan teacher training, nursing training allowance here in Germany are there, and then a hen well, dear Penono.
All right, I think Enwa lawyer or Henijan any disaster non say we have a social contract. There's a social contract between the student in the teacher training colleges and the government of Ghana.
Okay.
Because my real school minimum say meje allowance me wura meje allowance I na ya sorry also be twema there be I was say ye dey fa baby enti no lawyer bi cheche mu out say there be abania sa na I just say odi sa nkofo no ehwambo enti very sad very sad ti in some you know about to talk for one on teacher training ya hear speaker there no kwaku briefly teacher training who ye teacher ni dey ebe boba no dey na oka
oh dey me waka ne say dey na trainees no omo pe ena omo nya no teme de oman pani mahama so betwem a wontwan fi se ye nyine hu video anan kwada we no masebe sabi ohia format se kwakwa ntwema wo mu bi teacher ntwema wo mu bi mo so alawa no de aba yaje na nso beto atia mo o tin kwada no ye campaign no
omo so awia na ebo mu
omo so awia na ebo wo omo no what ya say na emom no kwasi mensa ne kwadwafu ma no no mo mu asebe
aka wo
no nyamonkofo no pe na omo ede abai enti omo mra bonten aban no ne minister no omampani ene ne minister no ohwe enwomasuya so mra bonten me kan ye se ye twam
okay
ana ye ntwam eno ano na nya people we are mistake this people had it wrong there be yes ana ye hwe mo ye ema mun sinsium asana maham.
All right. The year teacher allowance was established in way back 1960. And Nkrumah purpose or the and say man for a teacher training a big boost to Monyeska the future but here last one on 4 MPs no vacancy.
When we say an opena me kan ho asem na Kofi opena bi send me message bi na me word radio no say e bere so na ba ma me kwan na my kind Kofi winim sabe
1 minute 1 minute
speaker ya wo ho sabe papa no aso ya je onokwa dodo
okay
me hunu so opre ne ho
okay
a hen famine and you be punishment and sana ye dinasem
a TFO will be the judges on that subject matter yemfancy
Kofi
e beto so down from
me da se
teacher kwaku antwibo esiako na oteninka na megidi se dia ekoso ewo Ghana mrahye bedwam ene dia ekoso ewo de obon kraten mu ena our beautiful sister Sabatel ena afi teacher etimi aboa na amode de obon kraten mu nkomo e de abro medi e de owo ahene antwibo esiako na yebekọ quick break aba yebekọ parliament na sa the suspension and the reinstatement of the 4 MPs no ya tie the speaker kan na akoso on some George so ya kan wase we be dim komo concerned members and Ashanti reading a press conference calling on the party leadership and grassroots and say they need Honorable Agyapong to lead the party in 2028. One reason is the defeater party komuno omaki can say so we give them the mandate to speak on that subject matter me home so tell aba yeba kosansem no Okay, yama wakwa bio edoba netu TV the dialogue so na ote enka di free. Ebe come na shebedum quickly on the Speaker of Parliament. Na yinkotie enra obra the suspended a year 4 MPs was reinstate omu obra na omanfo ka ho asem. The leadership of Parliament, both the majority and the minority ekushia no in office. Na ose ni watwiansa mo be panichao. But over the public opinion any senior embrano eka maybe na say speaker wafum kwan but akoda de oni penny ko a sabi penny be dibem nti enra minority majority na I suspend ekomu yenti Speaker of Parliament yemresisi ha.
Very important, and I can tell you I understand and appreciate what is happening. This house is often referred to as a house of might and majesty. Might because it's the combination of the sovereignty of all the people in the country. Majesty because the king or queen is part of the house. And therefore, there can be no power higher than that of Parliament. And the person who represents Parliament is the Speaker. And so I sit here and I exercise your powers, and I create an environment for you to be able to perform your function. And I go according to the rules. You can disagree with the Speaker, and the rules and the laws of Ghana permit you to do so, and also details out the procedure on how to handle the disagreement. But the rules are very clear as to what they refer to as disorder or contempt of Parliament. And for me to preserve and uphold that might, majesty, and dignity of the House, I should not shed any responsibility in applying and enforcing the rules. And that was exactly what I did. Even though some of the members are my personal friends, I refer to as sons. So please, you can ask your leaders when they approach me with this. Yes, as a father, when your son commits an offense, you don't punish the son to the extent that you break his or her leg. That becomes a big problem for you, the father. And nobody is perfect. We are all fallible. So I listened to the apology, and here it was repeated by the minority leader for and on behalf of the members of the caucus, and supported by the majority leader. It's not only words. Before me, they demonstrated and assured me of their total support to me and the deputy speakers to ensure that we have an efficient and an effective functioning parliament in Ghana. So I am satisfied with not just the statement, but also their conduct. And I will proceed to lift the suspension of the 4 members of Parliament that I considered were involved in disorderly conduct which amounted to contempt. The rules are very clear, and I did refer to them and stated clearly that because we are in the transitional mood, we will not be able to put committees in place, including that of the Privileges and Immunities Committee.
Mr. Speaker, again, with him as my younger brother and somebody I know quite well, I will first of all advise him that, Mr. Speaker, I respectfully advise him that he should take a cue from the minority.
Well, Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Aban Sumana Babin Enra, when you now call so after say appointment committee, majority minority account to kwa over say nipa uma agree on so mbe veti umwa majority ni person more impose more people on them and okofan to koibai. The question we are asking the Speaker of Parliament is say oyo memuni na any in Ghana's Parliament where laws are made and he's there to serve as a referee. Who is a referee? Kotoko Hearts of Oak Ebo football match. He is standing in as an independent person, not in favor of other side. That is the more important. Ghanaians are looking up to him, say, as Speaker of Parliament, on what Tejemu die. Despite the party colors, we know he has contested as Member of Parliament. He has been a majority leader and minority leader in Parliament. He has served as minister under NDC's government, past NDC's regime. But at this critical moment, per the Constitution of Ghana, he is there in the interest of this country. He's rendering service to this country. Na Ghana fonso de tax side etuaneka. So he shouldn't be biased. He should be independent. There should be fairness in his ruling and any subject matter on the table. As Speaker of Parliament, the core mandate, a Juma also here, to serve this country, for people of Ghana to see that. You see the subject matter of LGBTQ, whereby everybody was applauding the Speaker of Parliament. Say, and I'm on to because MPP mra shebja for NDC mra shebja for munina kabum. Speaker so etu anamoa ujina mfimfini ano can be I'll say adi wedi yes so Ghana for any asofo to chairman. But on this case, I'm not a lawyer, but in natural justice or in the natural laws, whereby God created heaven and earth, the Garden of Eden, Onyankopon cheche to ho, the Adam di kai ko ho. Onyankopon hu say no be hia obaka no ntode ena na if ekoka no. Whereby Adam free Garden of Eden mu ba ya na owo no the snake. So what Adam aduaba o se mani ni no okodi no. When God came no, Oma Adam shall said in sa etretre oba no so. But omo mu fair ground to explain themselves. Nyame mo mu kwan. We can asem we no. And so na so twe the punishment or Onyankopon de mai. In the court of jurisdiction, uko emranim kra. You cannot be a judge without hearing other side. And so no pass a judgment. Ubasa o undermine the credibility and the integrity of that respectable court. And that is what the Speaker of Parliament did. On one kasa, when tie afenuninya, when tie ha entia, ofiti ya wase mehu tape na mehu nti, mo amoko ntoka no, mintie masem, matwema sensan, efe na reko, emobia ma Parliament. Ono asa kro ya koba ya, wase da bi matwea sensan, mo nsamra Parliament. So akoye kosi ankosi, koda. And the Speaker of Parliament, one year Juman as referee, as independent, na emwa of my Ghana, na Ghana, and Kwenim. Enwa, yasi era a year Sam George. Wakohe video bi ɛwɔ parliament nti asami ba parliament de eba social media almost say fake say worship pornographic movies ɛwɔ parliament na asam beto dwa NDC for say MPP for ɛna ahyɛ da akwakoye but ɛkɔso ɛma parliament for na ka ho asɛm Ghana for muntienti wo hu social media. We are going to play the tape what transpired and the Honorable former Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujinapo eka ho asɛm say oya sorry penny into about parliament or any phone so I won't hear the nyame asɛm it was very interesting. Yenko go tie the Honorable Samuel Abujinapo on this subject matter.
Mr. Speaker, again, with him as my younger brother and somebody I know quite well, I will first of all advise him that, Mr. Speaker, I respectfully advise him that he should take a cue from the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, when you err, you apologize. When you are unfair to people, you apologize. Mr. Speaker, strong men apologize. Strong women apologize. Wise men apologize. Mr. Speaker, apology is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. And so when you are wrong, when you are unfair to people, you apologize. And Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Sam George, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Sam George, I'm not too sure that anybody can take away some of his strengths. Articulate, eloquent, exhibit some knowledge in some areas and others. But I think he should also watch his temperament. So, Speaker, there is a perception that he is needlessly aggressive, controversial, combatant, and if I may say, an arrogant. Mr. Speaker, and we saw a bit of it at the vetting. And Mr. Speaker, I said it with all objectivity. I'm not taking a swipe at him. When I had the privilege of being nominated as a minister, Mr. Speaker, I had a rare privilege of being nominated at the age of 37. And I took a lot of advice from senior colleagues in this house. I took a lot of advice from statesmen in the country. And even all through my career as a minister, I sought a lot of guidance and wisdom. And Mr. Speaker, in all humility and modesty, I will say that is how I survived the 4 years as minister. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, whatever happens to my brother today, I think he should walk into the Ministry of Communication and Digitalization. Some of his senior colleagues who have had the experience of ministerialship will give him the same advice. He should go there and be calm. He should listen more than he talks. He should not exhibit, exuberance and be dismissive. Mr. Speaker, and when you err, either to your chief director or civil servants or junior officers, just as the minority leader quite graciously and wisely did, you just say, I'm sorry. Nothing, there's nothing that takes that, now it doesn't take anything away from you. My brother and friend, the Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, talks about conviction. Yes, we all believe in the politics of conviction and not convenience. But when you err, when you are unfair to people, as I believe he was, you apologize. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude, Mr. Speaker. Let me conclude, still on the matter of communication, and say that what has happened to some of our colleagues is just a question of standards. Mr. Speaker, it's a question of standards. And let us all be careful. Maybe that advice goes to people like us on this side of the divide, even more than it goes to them. Just because they say when you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. It's a wise saying. When you live in a glass house, you don't throw stones. And let's be careful when we are in opposition, what we say and do, and the standards we set. Today, my friend, the Honorable Sam George himself, who is popularly sometimes referred to as Jata. That's because the Jata and Lion today, he himself is now in the pocket of his wife, on his own admission. And Mr. Speaker, what's at it? Mr. Speaker, what's at it? Mr. Speaker, what's at it? Mr. Speaker, that is what the kind of politics we do in opposition can do to us. Mr. Speaker, That is what the kind of politics we do in opposition can do to us. I mean, once at it, the Honorable Sam George, as an elder of the Perez Chapel, not a member, as an elder of the Perez Chapel, and as somebody who espouses his Christian values, should also be mindful of what he watches when he's in Parliament. He should be mindful of that as well, especially when serious business is being conducted in the House. Mr. Speaker, today.
So, the ending of this video from the Honorable Abujanapon say, "Here Sam George, Perez Chapel elder. Sometimes over Parliament and you maybe were on the phone, so no, you should be mindful because I told you no. Say Honorable no pornographic or bra proceedings in council. Or pono and a orhe. Acquaint semibri and no MPs in a can wasm. Into NDC communicator, you on social media ranting and talking, blah 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 blah. Unim dia koswa, go to Parliament proceedings and follow what is happening. We don't just talk. And the Honorable MP can say, he's an elder, he should be mindful about the new maybe about Parliament or on the phone. So, and then now all and then about bonting. Now, you go into that subject matter properly. This is the dialogue show. You have a quick break. Now, you have to say, you have a kudin komo, ewo kumase aba. Ekobi akasa. Now, in some of mother to Jano, you have drop your comment on YouTube and on Facebook. At the appropriate time, I'll be reading all comments, any messages. Oh, you may know. You have to tell. We are na yakwa kodisa and community. We are in common so with you. Me did your war and Chibusi. The dialogue you may so and our me. All right, Ebraso say Edin Komo Eofiana Enra concerned supporters of MPP in Kumasi, led by Lawrence Edu Afre in Centrofoni Omodi and Komo. Na the one cartani bia ekra capture that portion of Omo press conference. Na asama mo Kenyan say looking at the defeat in 2024 December 7th general election. Nobody should impose any candidate on the grassroots. Na yebekwa homa no so yene no akwa akodi enkomo opani uti enka yemoache. All right, yeah, era Lawrence Edu awo ahoma no so na yene no akwa akodi enkomo yo opani Lawrence Edu uti enka yemoache yera uti enka
Me pacho me ton kapa. Me jemoso madawoma.
Yo. Official panso.
Afin kom na ne mesa ya woni atim kom na hodin wo se ya.
All right.
Me so me chia mi wura.
Mate, enra na yete say MPP supporters in assess they should not impose mo for bia emehye omokon ewo afi 2028 abatom. E de na mahunu nti amonkasa.
Miwa wadawoma me chia nkanfo nyina na me chia Ghana man. Wadawoma de ehu ni se enche bia na ekọ abato na ekọ ye no ensunsuaso e ba ye no miwa awe ho papa se film akankofo hyedem ama awe watching kofo ebi mu di twakro mu ntimi ndi e de ntra esa na edo a woma NPP party ntra. Mimi America na America ko sisen. Ye nyina ye wo ho ne ye kwa abato. E na ye koyi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. E de nsem wo ka kire party no eye NPP party. Se obedi animu a ne ya obetimi aye ama ye nie. Enu ti na ye jai mantle no e de ma no ye nyina ye twi dom e de ta na chi se ye nyina ye boa na mana akwa achi video pese wo de ma party no. E na ye de no ko gina akon nanim. Mimia the okache and ebinie or see northern region a sense or ya north nanti this time round on jaima votes ni bia mfa baabia obekini nyina de ama party no afensu seat na wo ho ye nwotwe no aye wo ekuramu nso no obeki baako na kan wa chini nyina enya ya kan ema ya ni ji se a yenwen ofiri north de obetima ya ade so kokura de amaye media yakoto abawie ya sensem de akiri police station ultimately recorded 0 from 92 ABC da party nim anu twachira sita yakuta wo no yasaji amana kamienu pe edi arewo ni obetra panel ani matimi akase ya kire ya na je se de na kosi ye ntia wakogu ya ni mu asesa amabura party no e wo Kumasi ya Ashanti region ya dwene ho a ya do ba enye ye biom Nyantia do ba enye ye biom ni se what the can failure as a not na a promise yes and not there odi ni nyina e maye what the can failure ya to so mienu matise enkrofo keka se ye mankrofo bi ko biensa ye mankrofo bibia misraw obi a wotie everyone listening to Oman FM this time Oman TV na 2 TV misraw be very vigilant and they are making. Listen to me very carefully. Yefri 92, Professor Dubois, Okoba Kope, Yatana Chimane Koi, onya 39.7%. Yasi and yet, Yapamu needed this in chain. Yet the president could fall by on the Jatoko coin, or the Kunim 2000, or the HR 8 years, 2008, Yakofana Nado Danko by. Yakokunto kwana dodankwa ehwe form 2012 osade taso okunto kwana ena kobo so na chese ne hunkeka no eye etiensa fa no ko ne impressa so esanse watimi akọ no ni nipa na ko no makuti penko etie ekirese na dodankwa akufo-addo se yebo ne chidom ode yebekọ ampa party na ntia na yebo ne chidom ode yekoi 2016 yekowini ye ye betra power enu nyina na nche no You were Dr. Mamu Baumia, me will be a tion 10 years. I don't know akufo-addo Kofano. Or the not 16 years old.
Yeah.
Or the not 16 years. It means, say, so you will be a China advisor, and now running meter. Baby, I could be also number baby tone. And 2 days, what on that? It is a Kobani say, 2024, Yamawa Konya. It is a Yasadi years in the town. And it is a Kodu on 2024. What the Yakoshi from say, Tantan Tan. Yadu Konya Yepum. Dr. Mamu Baumia, Nere, Uncle Tani Baby. No, the awesome party, no more party, no, not drink a crown on from more party, no. Mibia, near see and so, any kind, near and tea and why I say, Yakopa, Ghana for chow, your pa for chow, your pa almost to a bacho, and your catch almost in Kuko near Bayano, Omon Fanche, no mom, and Cadifona Mudi and Nimuno, or Mam Wayne, and yet can you vote for a day, eba. And almost say, hey, any other wire pa because you did anymore one wire. I don't follow any catch almost say, near ya didn't ba only near Bonnie Dean, but no can no vote, no can no vote. Hey, after that, I check to say, I check to say, Kumasi mine. Says Kennedy Agyapong, Samira, you take Kumasi Nano or you'll be a. Just say, Oko get to sir. Okra vote wo over street na okra vote wo over jedifo na okra vote wo over businessmen na okuta vote wo obi e ka se ye de ne ba ebeyi enti yentra ho ntwen me ensan ko fa obi a okugu ye nimu ase a woni value ensam na bium ensi da enti mabru no consent supporters of MPP me Honorable Lawrence Edu do for me Honorable Chief Eda no me say ye de ne ba enye bium Ashanti region me to me ho asi ho ba bi biara me ko me bɔ the rule no me kasa kire youth no ama ya sɔre adi yewura Honorable Kena Kumpre ko Agyapong achi na politics dom dia ko 2028 ma me kasa mo ntwa to mi ra
okay
empanifo kasa bebo bi omo say o hia asia brunsuani a entemu a wani bre ye hia asia brunsuani ntem na ye ni abre no obi ahu ya won se enkofo yi omo ade suade hu enti no omo ni abre no enu ti ni hia asia ntem
all right
na nye ye ni hia asia mo obi antie on a record ko party dey yi ba se memo ye nya yi na so Honorable Ayu Efidiase on the hia asia radio say or the Dr. Babu Baumia say baby. And the second person, former MCE, Asokore Mampong, Kumasi, Honorable Aliu, and also Kotina Radio Kind, or Repa. And it is out of one chance, no. Yasu Supa, ya plan, Trimono, and was here Danadi. Yadanadi Sukumasi, mine, Obia Jatun, and Kennedy, a compare to Agyapong. Say, Unim, Nipa Yadini Tusuno, Yadinu Trump, Oba what is Trump. Oba Peno stabilize the economy because we're a businessman.
Okay.
That is all.
Well, and let's just say more the marketing in the Nipebi ID Kaya Shassin in a Muslim Simono.
The Oshas, and 1 year Shas here, Ujaya, Yabijay, but they said, Yashas, and Mabuno Yashas, any day, yeah, come Mabuno, and I tear for Sutie, a John 40, Omunia Jatun, and get to spirit no and I'm going to
me have videos I you a screen so any pair by now. Man, I'm confront from one as a movie.
But with you,
What do you mean? Here I do what do you mean? Honorable. Here Lawrence I do what do you mean? Let me say, you heard program na say, free man, I'm confront from one as a man by.
Madame, yes, Obia. Omunya Pidom. Omunya Ojomu Diga.
A Jabe Munamukoye, a fine.
On said, President Mamin Catam Show, yes, Muno. No, yeah, we got election dia. Yes, he had time. Florida State, Elkumati, that is Pima.
Mantama.
You could not Pantimum, Jackassian Pimpin, and the Jadipon, yes, shall say they have bought and young actor with there. And to supply a day Baba Catom. And when you are cheap, don't ever dear, he said, oh, my ready, no more dear, and few of them, they won't be able to be an immediate, oh, they be and Twapa. And you say, hey, any from Chow. They say the different person there, Bremo. Your body in your mother, almost cost to a announcement. No vote, no one to be careful. Enti, Papa, Ubusamia, say some corporal. Then I had any real, I didn't want to say. So many people have come on my phone. Those people are not voting on your more number. And they are telling me that the cost now you're taking. Min can champion it was there. Pushy. Now, you now support me. Now, and told me in January 2028, you're a mama or Cope. Obi our best team be as of a contest will be an easy task. That is it.
All right. And yeah, we see more now. There are more yebian so yeah, the anybody actually now and come be anybody.
Let us mirror.
All right. Ura, Lawrence Edu, a former assembly member and a concerned supporters of the MPP and Yeneno Kwa Interact. And we are central for Enshemu our Kumase Bantama. Na mejidi se nkoma akoso no what be or say party no indeed the party na kase mo be a campaign but what omo Kumase no mo hu say efijase asokore MP honorable doctor are you a free a start so the doctor Baumia eba what radio so call radio to radio na former asokore mampon MC so and so atiesim say omo the doctor Baumia ba sadia omo so mo kan to mo de ba Eura or Agyapong. Ti omujaya musu bijai. Se omukoso ye campaign dia musu be koso ay campaign. Me say we nya 10 year enya ntokwa we enen komo a enen kokodi. Ensembera ofia na enche be Kumasi back bio. Na eni nua ba ko wa hyefe akwa nkomo. Dia ekoso ye in Kumasi enen mountain so. Enti yensa kana yene no bedi nkoma memra ensembera akwaba na ene edifie nkomo mini am wache
mejo semenia
boko de
oba na no boko na so
nyame adom ahode wo
Kencity ache
eno ya nantem sasaba
ya saba
o che o general manager bo chidoma na crash sem so tachiri na bibia akoyi sanity
se unya obi a oda na won so beda
fantastic unya obi a
oda
wo so beda
unya obi a wona so
ekrom te say
onyankopad nkrom boko
bibia fine. I think that the government, Guswa or form in Kofo. And where TTDB said deputy ministers be a Mutiani, the other Unkunko. Minim say what the course of Parliament, Eroa, some George say fake, but MPs no so because they be or elder and Parliament. Some countries no when na emwa any idea. And going forward, what do you think, say, on my direction, Ben Echo? Okay, I mean, Richard Mensa Omra, a reporter from RFM. Richard, what do you think? The dialogue there 2 TV.
Oh, I never do.
Now, Kumasi Boko there.
Tamiadum, Kumasi Boko.
Now, a Krum Ho, a memo NDC Shasia, as Santamai Somusai.
Oh, and the Ashas, original country.
Okay. All right.
As I'm talking to people for them now, what about is the opinion of me as I'm talking to for Dr. Mahomet Akas in the appropriate position of beginning Mama Cry. When we said, it's apart from which I said, Rana, Joe Krum.
All right. And concern MPP supporters be in some trophy. And here, Lawrence Edward Komo, all the way in some truni. Oko. And Nissan Central focus here on the Ecoson. Dear now, bet me ache. Dear now, observe. I'll bet me about Comona yet.
Well, your man, a helpful from sentiment now. Say, Patabi, a boy, people, Colliers and mine, 9 I say, convention for swap. Sentiment for the sign action of the PP, Amano. Now, everyone, a bra a queer press conference, and a paranoid na a bra back more unfun and the kind of band, they will move on and now mission center, announcement said, the say now, it's no almost so such a baby, I need on a mean pie ɛkɔ center bi a ɔmo yɛ press conference.
Okay.
Na yɛgyina hɔ no ɛna mmaa no bi ma no atwe ne kɔn no aba ɛdeɛ na ɛkɔ so ɔmo design to ɛmɛbu na mpi kɔn no ɛna ɛba bɛyɛ sɛ ɛkɔ de na ɔmo agye hwee na ɔmo asa akɔ ɛdeɛ ebi mu bɛka kyerɛ ɔmo agu ɛdum a ebi mu bɛka kyerɛ saa until sɛ ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ ɛbɔ ɔdeɛ no sɛ NPP a ɔmo kɔ mprempren nipa ehia no ɛne ɔnabɔ kiri yɛ kɔmpɔ Agyapong ɔmo tie ɔnabɔ kiri yɛ kɔmpɔ Agyapong ɔwɔ ne sɛ ne ogyina kɔn mu a na ɔmo twɛ kɔ so de yɛ pɛn mo kɛn mo boot yɛ pɛn na mo de naba wo yɛ ne yɛ ɛne ade a wotumi yɛ bi wɔ no ma wafa nipa gyina ne nneɛma a ɔtɔ no nso ɔkyerɛ no abɔdia na watwe kɔn na wakɔkɔ kɔsi kakra na waba na wakɔsi kakra na waba nti no a mo sɛ edigye a mabuni de kyerɛ adwuadfoɔ akoma so sɛ ɔno abɔkɛn kɔmpɔ Agyapong mu sa na bɛdu betuma ka sɛ na wɔ so pa na wote ebi nso a asɛ afirika na ayɛ foforɔ a obiara ɛkyerɛ na ɔmo kɔmpɔ Agyapong obi ate a na wɔnyɛ nkwanhyɛ obi ate a na wɔnyɛ nti obi ate a ɛbi sɛ sɛdeɛ ɛwɔ n'anim nti betumi aka sɛ no a bantimafoɔ ne press conference a conservative ɛyɛ no ɛfa sɛ ɔno abɔkɛn kɔmpɔ Agyapong da betumi aka sɛ apam kɔ so ɛwɔ asantema ɛnkanka ne bantima.
Well, Bantama, we all believe say Bantama eba NPP dia. Ya kinkan about to Ghana. Ya ti Bantama voter now be on say Bantama ne Bantama. Nti looking at senior o Kano dia na say omanfo no ko hia omo no a omo presenting candidate on person oba a omo go ni di na hoye he say no can no vote. Dia nti na omo na say bebre na nto about 2024 na na.
Owa ne we na na of dem kuma enu mudi echi na na ye bi se o se nti se ni pop na wo jide wo ndipia mo kom edadufo yi na ye kwakoto aba na mo nim se kwanti mo so ndipia mo no ma mpia kwakoto aba enu o mo kire se bra na o mo kwakoto openi beje ndipia mo ko ni mo edadufo ma emebunu e ka kire ndipia mo ko no se nipa ba ko no mo de ne ba ko aba no e de no jidi akwa na ma ono any honorable candidate kɔmpɔ Agyapong.
Okay.
Omo kɔmpɔ ba na dini mo kɔ kɔji jiska ko ha ne de o na ba ko ha ne de na ba ese nipa so si ye ma ye se ne ko ba no ma o pension na se o ko ni na ka ho bi ma no se omo aba no omo de ka kan se ye to mo nko ni pa se ma ye amba ma nfa na ba enti so mo kwa kɔtɔ ma ndi de na se bi o mo ase ne de ni nfa na wa se na wa jere nto mo se ɔno abɔkɛn yɛ kɔmpɔ Agyapong a ɔmo mfa na ama ɛno na anka ɔmo kɔma po sɛ ɔmo nkɔ police station ɔmo nkɔ nkɔhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so nti ɔno mo kyerɛ sɛ ɔno abɔkɛn na ama deɛ toa na aba no ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo saa ka sisi fo sɛ sɛ ɔmo ansa ɔmo abɔkɛn yɛ kɔmpɔ ama 2020 later NDP nsa nkɔ gɛti bɛto aba ne ama nkɔ.
All right. Richard, ebedasi anopai koswa ye juma efa suma santima ne Ghana. Bibi ebe top form Ashanti Radio na 2 TV. The dialogue about now so anyway.
Honorable.
Ebedasi Enua Richard Mensah reporting from Ash FM, Kencity brand and Yenino Interactive. Me say for now, senior Ira Lawrence Edukan. Ose campaign o mun start e. Mpenifo se mo bi anya campaign. But the moment you money who say be much as a Tom candidate, and you know, so I see. Well, you better hear Kwakusi. A concern Berra, remember, I have formed maybe didn't come a cranium, I have phone so a day. I joined a discussion. No one who was a mobile starter Casana, a cocodin como.
And now, may cheer your phone in a yada or master say, and a pebiano, or mode or mafidiano, to a TV.
Okay.
Now, do one and easy, but a lot are going to happen because if you say
do one and a lot,
do one now, a lot is going to happen. A lot.
All right.
If you say Oshe fiti vetting, said the impeniphobia ni nim one say one more kasa or Ghana Hanamwa, can say youth in Womu GDA, Oshe one money and you musu. Sometimes you describe one more say I nipa or more above for Akuma or more above for drain. If you say you who say or more drain or mine home. I appear before vetting committee na fe uti wa monsemwa wa mokeka na fe ensem as insisi so or no the ato wa cha asema ono aka afi kofa bra na fe ho adanse me de nkrata beba besi na nkrata no nkoye enti ensem de esisi Ebeko so asi na dodo na so na ehwe anim say
Ebesansi. Well, very interesting. Looking at Parliament to Koya Mokoi. Munina ma agree some money be vetini pathre. Mudi mi inu abekam. After the most the be force say ko kan akofan to koba. Do you think say the ekoso as leaders are more na ehemra mai? Omo no ne bebe omo de kon mo konto kwa. And form for so nyedai.
A form for be dey. So ni nipa namwa. Anamo ani obi betu bia no. Ahyase no. De okan ya mo de sha na montu na ase no. Se wonim se baabi a mo nante de akọ no. Owa yen se mu nkonkoduru a se mu ntimi nkonkowi a hwe ho asem na fa ka ne kire no. Na ne nhyase ase.
Okay.
Ene me nka chem se o yen nante free o man FM ha na yen nkonkoduru manfe runabout. Ne kokoduru ho no mo a we na obeya mama hu. Se woni me hyase yie.
Okay.
Na ye kokoduru ho ana ye nam kwamu kọ no na baabi aka se edu e betra se bedi ahome wa me yanye baabi a odu o se ebedidi wa me ye ni baabi a odu o se ebeda wa me ya na otwe mu saa na e kire se onye onokwafo enti ade bia wo sha ase no so onim se ne manam a me pese metu da mu nyina mekwa so onim se nkosi anwumre wuntimi wi a enmo wo bia mane ne nka mom se yanya saa de no makotra se dan so a mo be veti ni pa miensa.
Okay.
Ma ye no awie. Enan aba, enum aba. Wa anye no kwafo. Obu obi se wo tumi sin no.
Nti me mfa me pen.
Nti me mfa me pen and detect mani pa no. Unia no. Me wo tumi sin, me wo dom sin, me wo sika sin, me wo japade sin. Eti me ne won nam ne de me meka no na ese wo ye. Be da bi nipa me no nam a omu ese omu exchange wo mo adwen.
Okay.
Omo share ideas.
Okay.
Ese omo nyina adwen ade bi hu bom. Omo na atu ana mo bom. Eti yesi ye nambanu suma ye nambanu na ehwe. Enti se saade na e course wo mra hye nya ko se dom kuma no pese omo se dom no dom pese omo chete dom kuma na omo no mra hye be omo mu omo.
Okay.
Omo mfa omo nya hwe.
Tomu do mo pebe ye do.
Tomu do mo pebe ye de omo pese omo ye. Enema de sie ye. Sanka enkomo omo ko di wakukua mu e kan so ene ye be veti ni pa miensa. Waba ya be pa chew de nan aba enum aba omo ye nipa
as at 11 p.m. and I did the show mu nyina yes o mu ntra ho entoto mu ano
se mu di mi anya me de emfa nni obi.
I think the honorable Michael Ochebe Africa nra on boiling point say so mu ma kwan ena sa akọ so a na mu boycott ko ya nka de free apie wo era okujeto black one Sam George in Sebia ko bi antehwe otimi di $15,000 a rented dine. Where are we heading towards as a country?
Oh, yeah, heading towards baby. Yeah, Ghana for now. You say heading towards.
Baby, you say
yes. How you say?
You need to me nama.
You need to me nako.
Okay.
Akwakoma. Na obi a wono say wohwe wono ma abo man krono. Omo a yamom kwan so mesmo man ya omo take advantage. E dia fa man na japade. Womo a ye di oman bia bia hye omo nsa womo ni no kware amfa man ye. Womo hwe womo botom ne omo yefunu so nti no wo na watu wansi wo se wodu amani be di omo chi no ma Ghana fo ahu no kware ye wo ene wo mu anansonso ye da wo ene wo no emu wa na otu sa na mo no wo na akoda na afa ahwadwe na aba abonten e na abeka ye enti kromo yi wa ma Foreign Affairs Ministry a check osofo o Ghana wo si anhwe ni nkratam ne credibility.
Okay.
See akase obi ya Ghana ni a. Yanhwe ni nkratam.
Okay.
Waye. Wa che se wo di nkofo bebre afa saa kwan no so a. Ema nipa wa chi no se ene ye wura idie. Oye no kwafo pa.
Okay.
Oye obofo.
Ne ho so.
Ne ho so.
Obi otene.
Ade ba kwa ehu a committee chairman na makwan. Ema onabo afanya nto asanya jima ha me kakra. Ohwe okujeto abrakwa ne nsema na okana.
Okay kana.
Oba vetting committee no purpose say oba be meeting on aba fanyo market. Oba say oba be prove che Ghana for nyina say omanfo kasa on aba fanyo market na ye mezaya on the committee ye ne ntene ni poster de nyama no hype na wonya no wono ba be fesi no na obi ehun say on aba fanyo market onye obi a o de sa adwini shiri tin bai.
Me was o ye minister.
Mami nchi odi nti ameka sa.
Okay, mami you.
Otutu na na dru ba bi no. E na o kan say okra minimo nsa ase bi a e wa futu. And now na ba oh sir obetuma ka bebre account do you need account and no yi krata de buy krata no anya mfi na chi
oyi free
one can chairman say chairman ma memre said the only document be o kan say obe o man time no ko famra no one can chairman say chairman ma me time na me nko pull ni document famra ba oba no na hye ne fa no na hye ne botom hye ne botom
that's what they buy
no they buy
into
what they ba say amfa hokora na wono no be chia amana be fa ho said the be no obenya kwan gina so no de gu nanim ase
me was so now ye minister e betuto ano say officer occupy no credibility status to say office now occupy no are you distinguished honorable over represented because in the US if you are the foreign or secretary of state you represent the face of the government any other respectable country because secretary of state US form for Niagara and you can say oh now you're the foreign affairs minister what's any panel and you can say feeling can wa be there
enti memma ya hwe for assignment kakra
okay
and I started with boiling points Thursday nankopa no mochina ye be wie
okay
yemfa ministers from 1997 yura kwamena hoye ono na omampani a wonya ne ba bi ko JJ Rollins e ma ne acte
oh foreign affairs
memfa nshase wona so hwe before say kwako acte ana kwako take sa position no hwe ni dibia na ekura no hwe suma wasoma man no hwe enyuma waye ansa na okonya yesi dibia na ema no
okay
ofiri ho no mo ba hwe mpanyimfo ato aso nyina na dan kwa kwa me monidi na hwe mpanyimfo aka yewura Hackman Owusu Agyeman
to the recent Shell Ayukobuchi
odi hwe wom ko hwe dibia nyuma o mo ye experience na ekura wo no mo
yete so obi akọ rented down $15,000
hwe ye maame odi NDC na nkasa kura Hanamani Mahamani first coming no
Hanatete
odi hwe experience na ekura no
wakasem
me ye maame Hanatete so na me ka say anke betumi anka foreign affairs ministry yemfa memma
if you hold ban
yes yemfa memma nana dan akufo-addo buy ya odi maame share buy me hu say
esa cut to that direction
yes odi hwe mpanyimfo ma bom di na from 1997 to ye maame share odi hwe mu nyina in terms of experience
well Rebecca was briefly on concerned NPP members in Kumasi press conference say baby omakasa testify say oman to aban because party impose a candidate on them this time around they will not go that area briefly on that remember team for more activity lines my
as I said committee na ye adwuma na mo madwe ko bibi so na party na mo madwe ko bibi so
good
there so madwe course ni say when your committee no na kokuhia sa nkofo yi ebi kwa na committee no kwa kosa constituency no mawie dada
good
omo anya kwanya anyway man
kasa
edomu ye domu a wo mo ete wo mo so o se wo mo a if you say obi a nhye ye so amanyo komia mre bia nhye me ebia me omu bia ni wonu ma o ye delegate ebia kwaji fridge kwaji TV kwaji ska sa edomu signal no ma send no ete se committee no mo madwen koso ese party no mo madwen koso na ehun se enya abre bia na obegina nipa mienu miensa so ede aye adwuma eto da bia so free dan na wo ne kuo no wo mu no dan na nipa no tim na mo fa adwe no sometimes say o free dan no na wo kɔ dan na chi na so mo gina dan na chi no so na mo ye dodo no se no mo so ka
mo gina dan na chi
oh we because ye wa hai ye nya nipa dodo ye ntimi fa nipa 200 na megu dem ha
da bi
enti se ye nipa 50 betena studio ha na ye di nkomo ye kyekire adwen a ye di adwen no kɔ abonten akwakoto amadodo ato a eto da bi ehun be hia se general manager ebeja ye odem wa na wati dan na chi na akwakoye se dodo na wo dan na chi no mo twen de ye ba be ka kire wo no sai no mo nso madwen ye wo mo e wo nkomo na ye die no
akasem
sa wo ye ne sa ebri bia no sa wo de dom utu anamo a wo de dom no ekokoduru ba bia wa sho boto do
fantastic submission well yebema ahwefo abem for the sake of time yebema obi a 1 minute Ghana for enemo kasa on 2 TV so ache I'm afraid the moment can be. You heard them be very interesting. TB activity phone lines now also join the discussion. 0240550899 0240550899. On to say I phone about party no. I can see the best from grassroots to a police station, a electoral area coordinators, constituency region. You see, I saw a flag bearer there. Abba. Partner din Kugua, being Sida. In the history of MPP, a new boy here or call back when you're 39. Looking at this current one, 38 point something. A more room, a form from Buafu. And then I did say party leadership or minor and I say Amanyukunye. Okay, I mean first caller. Now Fasa assembly to that will be your final year. Okay, baby. Offer for you watching more kwaba.
You do so what in Mohammed Shafi from Council which is nice.
Hey, me too catch it.
Wallahi na wouldn't say the human difference of Akrero, yet and once any figure when now move Muhammad.
Yeah, that's it. Yentio Mohammed, acquire them.
Oh, what he and a payment who said, for 40% when turning attention towards a Canadian seen about nearly 2 years, about the Canadian yes, clear almost. And you put your ground to know during campaign, a young ticket in Japan, anybody nothing. They are saying, and he said, majority in the air country said, my 2012. Matu 2016, Matu 2020, Minashi.
Good.
A few ways, more money will be announcement. So, it's down performing a higher. And not, Yadi, no man call and so. The bread complain say, empty for this in Yano, or more maybe. And you send for around to about Adana. They say, you lose one hour about Yanti and you get a point. It is not true, your part, it is early days yet.
Fantastic.
You might young idea that walk out to grounds to delegate for this 10 million. I don't know what nothing. That's something that cost me now. Young thinking in the past and be young people who have some beer with me.
Good.
So I'm going to be like it's hard, you know, Uncle who said, your party for no, who say, you tell your mind, or we never know. A pandemic, the first one, yourself, or we never saw that. Yes, so a brand so for about no move your cost. That is our problem. Momo Coca in the Japan beyond the Kennedy. The first Momo Coca will be
Mate, there's a Shafi MPP communicator who are to Senior East. And your Momo call from no moche and no. I think it's a fantastic submission. And what the Abana Shafi we that say. A party for no so much new Mamu. And it's a fact. Muchiche Momo. Hello, I'm watching on Frefo.
Yeah, Minia, Owahine.
Would you maybe a Casafriano pay?
Mede Augustine Stallon, Okran, make a free Achma Brofiedu. I'm a Marco constituency of Massey.
Brofiedu Ton.
Yes, Achma Brofiedu.
Matemidation, I'm into one pay.
You, me, I'm no Cassa Messiah concerned delegates Alliance, our Ghana.
Okay.
Na Mayor Chairman.
Okay.
Yes, we enter the press conference, Beba.
Hey.
A son said, and somewhere or more kafa ye delegates for Hono and yeah. Party name Shay. I'm a delegate. Party name Shay. Party name Shay. Nanso say ye Jumadin, na ye koto a primaries. Ye can say constituency. Parliamentary candidate Edinakwa.
Okay.
Yes. Na ono anipem candidate na anipem ehu se ebi amediteku na asempoa ede ma delegate wabre ono ne hu se wabre na ye wia na mode ba be se ye delegate se ye na yanyi ye dwuma yi na ama party no opposition.
Okay.
Na ye de
Mate ebe hwemo ni mu o some press conference no.
Yo ye de nka bo kokko se ye mfa wona boken enfarmra enem penimfo ntie ye nti mo fa bibia me se ye delegate for yes so mo pa ye ni abre
Mate
me da se
pa 0240550899 obuzo mo trenti mo sa delegate so ye ni akwaji ska ye so ye wasem ka mo so consent hey am 40 ku but ni nyina eye mo bia ni obi atem aha hello my friend for me mo watching
yeah no media
you didn't maybe akase free
if I'm Kokudia. Because I'm free. If you're free petroleum, much more.
You, I just do. I'm into you.
Yeah. Me say
Agyapong there, nipa bi a Ghana for be even including some of my friends from more MDC. So the can buy for February. In the any abre say only a better man. And here so there was here and be
okay.
Near the can
Martin, that's it.
Oh, I have my number. I'm casting mincho.
Okay. And the production be found number we are my friend. Why?
Okay.
That's it. My fact 2 callers in count. Na me fancy. Echinanya mbo e beto aso 0240 550899. I fa frɛ for me no na aba me nuan sempewura so. Ne de ne nkomo no asi. Echanya me aduma e beto asan nkomo so. Hello, on frɛ for me mo achi.
Hello, I me do so.
But you didn't be afraid if you no pay.
Me de William, me kasasi kasasi tema.
Yo, I mean to your penny.
Person because this selection of presidential candidates, you know.
Okay.
The chairman, my person, the chairman said, hey, dear, about 10 presidential candidates now are registered to be president. Mukabagi said, now you pattern. Yankasan to about Monkasan to about Nipa, Mope, to Nipa. That 10 people, no. Of Monkasan Nipa, Mope. The government magazine said, now, who showed in how who stand as presidential candidate. One, 2 miles, who 2 miles, we are open. 20 times. Until we are near Tiny Pa. Only knew Mankasamu. What's in here, Pa? I the pilot even person Mutraniation.
Okay.
Mankasamu, Musuria. Who don't Pa, who want to buy who to ma and power. 20 times. We are near kind. I can't talk. Media, I don't know. We are funny. Mankasamu, one, Motoma, and Pano, and you're outside of the Tomano. I'll jump at the
you, that's it. You are really. I didn't say it, Papa. My main father will chat to one. I'm in fancy 0240 550899. The dialogue you made in our way and pay. Of real for chat to name fancy. But you didn't make a free.
Hello, good morning. Do your thing. Atom Chief.
Chief, okay. Fine. You might not think crime.
Quite good, Mamma. If you find why, but not double. And only training allowance, necessary training allowance, teacher training allowance in this come back for me. Libyan student, I'm your low, now make a pure, I'm a school fees. But allowance, no go and take a hand. Many years, one of them, I may ask him, can jelly, catch you bedroom, Namke, some ma, one like allowance, but like a woman, Namke one, if you. No, oh, dear Jimmy, no, student law about Jimmy. I'm a student law for allowance, allow me. That is the issue. No, okay, done a biake, and this be a cafrate, I'm a little, I'm a lemon, I'm a bra, to a ma, Samaka from that, come back, I'm baffled, I'm a cat daddy. Gonna be fair one quick. So actually, I can get in America for me. They can back Ghana because student law about student law, I student talk, I'm preparing responses.
Okay.
So Gonna be Bayana. Okay. Chalom Yara thing. I'm not the person.
Martin O'Kenna. Oh, you are done. Sir, oh, yeah, the only Martin be I'm bro. As a bar, who know a cackle. What think about Osha said, Osha said, Obama Basso.
But I didn't count. I didn't count.
What's my fine pa?
What rank more than 8 years? And I'm
8 years.
8 years.
Dinkra Dokuna.
And I want to mean can back.
Bakukra.
Me mau. 3 weeks. End of this month. Wait to me, I come out Gamancha.
Gamancha, I'll grab him. As a bar. First, 1 minute now. Ever to us.
Okay, quick one. Then now can you answer? My main for Rakobo, when I mentioned a second, I met now Kakramati.
Okay.
Doctor can you answer? Me who so say that a year allowance na the teachers for no.
Okay.
And a student
loans.
I say allowance the buy say obu ono ma na oni bi kura. And obetimi aboa no ma oni bi enti no so de no ma na ontua.
Okay.
Ontua na back.
Okay.
Enti o de ma na otimi de twetwa no ho. E ma na che loan nso de obi a oje obetimi atua in so ka say wo yi we ne for na de we na ba na say na wo deny obi say obenya kwality mi akwa tete abebo ne bra.
All right. Ti for us na ba wi on that question busa na
okay, the make can say na me count ball point and me say ba bi aduro no ese party on na party ni omo dia na omo form grassroots form omo na party omo dia omo hwe obi a ne nsen kan na motuo no eye de all ka party na bom
good
enim so bo se mpanyifo bu anu ya take bi no de be print media mu bu anu so ne media ne kasa na ogojojo wo makoma ese wo mani kosa ankofo no se ne obi akoda obi atukan fi Ghana han mo ni Ghana on tene ba bi ko shema ko penisika edru so anu de aba emra party no call form na ye pija ye chichiri no wono mo pija ye no
omu
monka omu fifiri
yan kai omu fifiri good
ehu hia wa brabo mu pa
ye beto asa nkomo iso NDCCC ano emu hye da anwo eno uti de ura ba fi kan na ura national chairman bu ofu pa ura Johnson Sedun Katia mampani wie pe obe contest presidential promise enti omumunyo nti MPP kan ho buma abebo ma nkunimdia omo dia my fancy say na bibia enkono so MPP will surely bounce back stronger, but I think it is too early to be talking about the leader of the party now. Let's start the healing process from the base. Kwesi Reynolds, that's it. And now, Odiaba, Kwesi, me wachiano pe. Mamina production team ni nase. MCR or Mr. Finn, Eja Anno Bentay, Evangelist Justice Alpha, Elder Kwesi Ninsen, George Sarkodie Focus, Emmanuel, Kofi Ima. In fact, Obojuma papa opia in a collective way. Or yena from Sabatel, and so a counter executive producer, our able, capable general manager, lawyer, Amu Date, and Odi Echiri Majumedi Echo and Guy. Minio Medasi, what a minimum and some pyramid or wine, and Fibusi Akmamo Hay, and messages by Yadamunase, Yamea Dumachina, and a doctor, Mabel Otibodi, Ewon Kumo. A clinical psychologist. Ibedi nkomo pa ofia ti kosamo ofidi no na program etwaso emfama. Emamu nyinachi.